Tomorrow, the first students in our area will be back in the classroom. I can't believe it. Summer's over for them, right? It's Brantley and Camden County kids return to campus. Camden County has a new superintendent. Dr. Tracolya Green is joining us this morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for making the trip and joining us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I know that our Camden County viewers will as well, because they're probably a little anxiety, a little nerves as the kids head back tomorrow. So let's just talk a little background here. How exciting for you. I mean, I know that you've been living in Camden County. You grew up in Camden County, but that you're going to be essentially sort of in charge of the education of students who are attending the same schools that you attended when you were young. That is fantastic. Tell me a little bit about what your focus will be this year.
It is extremely exciting to know that the people that I truly love, my community of family, friends, classmates, I get to actually serve them in this leadership capacity. So it's not really just about leading the school system, it's about making home better. There's some nostalgia with that. It definitely feels surreal. For sure. Are
there any particular things that you really want to focus on this year? I mean, because you hit the ground running.
Yes,
you've been in this position for what, since June?
July 1.
Yeah, July 1.
Yeah, I would say it's easy to make assumptions because I'm from there and because I have a lot of voices already in my ear just from family, friends. I really want to make sure that every constituent is heard, internal and external. And so this year is really about voices over vision. Got that from a superintendent who's mentoring me. Just really take the time to listen, to get in and observe and see, do the research, do the audits, really do an extensive review before I make any critical action. You know, before I take any critical action, I really want to see what the real issues are. Camden is a premier district in the state, always been in the top 10 to 15 as a school system. And so I really want to just fine tune and look for areas of opportunity and places where we can really be innovative and creative, because it is the 21st century, and you know, I am all about STEM and advanced technology, and with AI and other things coming, we really have to prepare and be proactive. So there are a lot of things on my mind, but the main thing I think is really to take my time, go slow to go fast, and really truly hear what the community and my internal constituents want.
Well, I know that you were used to listening to parents and teachers because you were, principal at Andrew Jackson here in Duval County. I know you were the assistant superintendent also in Glynn County. So as we interview superintendents over the next several weeks as kids go back to school, what we frequently hear is staffing issues. Yes. We know that there's a nationwide teacher shortage. There's a problem with bus drivers as well. Are those the same challenges that you're meeting now in Camden County? How bad is it?
Absolutely. I would definitely say that we've been able to mitigate and be creative with class size, with our scheduling for sure. But we see the same issues in Camden County. And so recruitment efforts would definitely be innovative and strategic, and starting very early with our allotment timeline to really try to get ahead of the rush of everybody trying to pick from this real small pool of quality candidates coming out of College of Ed. We do see a lot of career changers, and I hate the term, but it's very true, settlement career, where people tried something and then they say, well, I'll try teaching. And so we get them prepared, and if their heart is for kids, some of them become some of the best teachers. But yes, it is a concern, and we do feel it this year more than any other year.
What would you say are the most common questions you've heard, let's say, in the last 3 weeks from parents, with the hope that we can help answer those questions as they prepare to send their child off to school tomorrow?
Well, we do have one school that's under construction. So is that school going to be ready? Is it safe? 100%. That school is safe. It's ready. Aesthetically, not where we want it to be. And of course, the teachers are stressing about that. But as far as the safety of the school, absolutely, it'll be cleared out.
Which school is that, by the way?
It's Sugar Mill Elementary.
Okay.
Sugar Mill Elementary. We actually had to delay open house for it. But that school will be ready and safe for kids. Transportation, are the buses going to pick up late? I don't expect us to have significant issues or delays with transportation. That's my prayer, of course. But again, communicate with leadership at the school, where everybody's wanting to make sure that kids get to and from school safely. And so we don't currently feel like we have any issues with bus transportation, but you can get ahead of that by calling the transportation department, by looking at the route so you know what buses your kids are going to be on, any connecting issues, so you can express those today before tomorrow, because the first day of school is tomorrow.
Yeah, and don't forget, you need to show up tomorrow. Very quickly, can you explain safety? It's obviously extremely important to parents when they're sending their kids off, given what we've seen around the country.
It is always the priority of any leader to make sure that you have a warm, welcoming environment. But safety is always at the forefront of that. Additional, making sure you're staffed with your school resource officers, we call them SRDs in Camden, and SROs, but making sure that you have your staff in place, for sure, making sure that you have systems and plans in place. We saw a lot of people have to scramble to figure out what crisis management will look like with the prank calls last year. And so reunification plans, really truly making sure that leaders know those plans, making sure that our families know what to do and not to panic. There's a lot of misinformation on the World Wide Web and social media. And so really making sure that people challenge that information and their assumptions with leadership. Call, send an email, make sure that you understand the building layout, the school layout, and really what's in place as it relates to safety. But Camden County is unique and special. Our schools are safe, of course, and everybody feels like that is a priority. I've met with local law enforcement. They have plans that I have confidence will definitely be something that makes sure that I can ensure the safety daily of our kids and our faculty and staff.
Dr. Tracolya Green, I hope to touch base with you throughout the year to talk about your successes and any challenges that we can help you get conveyed to parents at home so that their mind is at ease.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I would obviously echo, and it just resounds in my head that I'm home, and it's special and it's unique, and so I don't take that lightly. Parents need to know that I feel that pressure, that I cannot fail.
Well, we're certain you won't. Thank you for your time here this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.